An ancient city made of gold. Parapata. And your mother and I are gonna prove it.
And me.
I'm sorry, sweetie, you're not going.
What?
Being in the city around kids your own age, like Diego, might help.
So you're gonna get invited to some of these parties called raves. The music sounds like this. Go get it! Be careful. That's what we want to say.
A teenage live-action Dora the Explorer, because that's got to be a thing now, right? It's heading to the big screen in Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Joining us with his thoughts on the film is KMOX movie critic Mark Reardon. Now, I want to make sure everybody knows sort of where this came from, right?
Okay.
Very popular and long-running children's series.
Nickelodeon show, Dora
Yes.
the Explorer. She's 7 years old. She's bilingual, and she teaches kids Spanish as you go through the show. She's got a monkey named Boots, and there's this annoying fox that steals things called Swiper.
Swiper, no swiping.
That's what you hear all the time.
All the
Swiper,
time.
no swiping. And then Boots is kind of this goofy monkey. I'll be honest with you, and I have a 4-year-old now, as you know, so I have a younger child as well. It is really an annoying show that makes me want to kind of poke my eyes out. So then
That's the TV show we're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you get to the movie here,
Yes.
and you do a little bit of a fast forward after you meet Mom and Dad, played by Eva Longoria and Michael Pena. Isabella Moner is Dora here, the older Dora. They're in the jungle, and they're explorers, of course, and then they decide to send her to someplace. What's the one place that's more challenging than a dangerous jungle? High school in Los Angeles.
Ooh, so true.
She moves there. She meets some friends. Jeff Wahlberg, you know that name at all?
I know the Wahlberg
Mark
name.
Wahlberg's nephew. Jeff is in this. Madeline Madden, I really like this character, Sammy, who's one of the high school girls that she meets. Look, you said something to me during the break as we were heading into this. It doesn't look like this movie takes itself seriously, and that's one of the strengths of the movie. So from the very beginning, you know, because you've seen the show, Dora looks at the camera in the animated show and says, "Can you say mañana?" And then there's a pause, right? And then my daughter or whoever's watching it is supposed to say mañana.
Right.
So in this movie, there's a scene early on where they're at the dinner table, and Dora says, "Can you say," and I don't remember what, "Can you say mañana?" And Michael Pena looks at the camera like, "What? What's going on?" So they set the tone very early for the comedy.
As if to say, like, who are you talking to?
Exactly. So, and you saw her kind of
love
make her way down the escalator there. Dora's real peppy. She's annoying to the kids in high school. They go on this adventure. They're trying to find the lost city of gold. I can tell you, as someone who is kind of, and you know, this might be the expectations game, Matt, because you go into movies with high expectations. Sometimes you're let down. But look, you get climbing of the Inca temples and then giving a speech before an auditorium of teenagers. The actors are all really solid here. That fox named Swiper is not featured very much, thank God, and they kind of poke fun at that. The backpack, you want me to sing the backpack song? Can we sing along?
Let
Ready?
me hear it.
Backpack, backpack. I don't know the rest.
That's all I know.
The backpack doesn't talk, but has its own unique features. So you know what? For a kids movie and a non-animated family movie, it's tough to get good non-animated movies. This one really kind of does okay. I liked it. I'll recommend it for families.
How about that? Because here's the deal. If you're a dad or a mom or a grandma, grandpa, and you want to take the kids to a movie, it's nice that you get some laughs out of it, too.
Well, and I think that happens with the animated movies, but it is
More and
tough
more.
to find a live-action movie, and they really did a good job with the humor here. And this young lady, Isabella Moner, who was with Mark Wahlberg in the movie that was out last fall about adoption, Instant Family, I think it was called.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. Really, really good. So she brings a lot of strength to this. It was a good movie.
We're going to see more from her.
Yeah, I think
Probably
so.
sans the Dora bangs eventually. Mark, thank you very much.
Well, you know what's funny about that is they make fun of the bangs. Like there's a line in the movie where her aunt says, "Oh, you still have bangs," and they have jokes with it. You know,
See,
it's fun.
doesn't
Right?
take
Exactly.
itself that seriously. Don't forget, you can listen to young Mr. Mark Reardon here weekday afternoons on KMOX 1120.